Welcome back to Indigo Soul Yoga. Today is a day in the life of a yoga studio owner. It is like 4:30 in the morning. I'm dressed, getting ready to go teach our 5:30 a.m. sculpt class. We were closed yesterday and the evening of Tuesday due to snow and ice in Georgia. We don't get much snow, we don't get much ice. It got down to like 12 degrees, super cold. So let's go teach class. It is chilly outside and chilly inside. I had the thermostat set to 74 degrees on Monday night. And y'all, it was 54 degrees in the studio. The reason is because of our glass windows. It makes it pretty chilly. Therefore, we have some floor heaters in addition to our HVAC heaters to heat the space so people can be comfortable when they're coming to classes, when they're hanging out before and after classes. Let's get set up for class. Today is sculpt. When I work at the studio the night before and I'm teaching classes, I'll usually set up for the 5:30 a.m. class since I am going to be there, and it saves me a little bit of time in the morning. Today we're using light weights and blocks. Sculpt consists of yoga postures, stretching, high intense exercises, low intense exercises, so building that cardiovascular function. We use different size weights from 3 pounds up to 5 to 8. Some people like heavier weights, so we do have 10 pound and 12 pound weights. Class is a little bit smaller today due to the storm, so it gave me a little bit of extra time. I usually set up some props for me to utilize in class to demo when needed. I don't always demonstrate postures, exercises, or a full flow during classes because I really like to connect with the students in person and online to give them that tailored experience. And if you're a yoga teacher or a Pilates instructor, you know that when a person shows up, it is not about you, the instructor, it is about the students, and they need to grow and become stronger inside and outside. We are all set up for class. Going to make sure our Bluetooth speaker is on and set to go. We previously used headsets with our music, but it just kind of fizzled out. It didn't really help our online community, so we use a different mic for our online live stream classes. We are all set up for class. We have a smaller class today, which I do think that is due to the snow and the ice. Driving over, there was a little bit of ice. It wasn't too bad. I went out yesterday to see patients, so I was pretty comfortable. I checked the temperature. It's 20 degrees this morning. I do have our infrared heaters on, but I'm going to turn them off before class begins. I had a student last week ask me if we ever offer a hot sculpt, and I was telling her that we used to offer hot sculpt in the past, but we have a cardio component to our sculpt classes, and the heat can be a little bit much for some people, so we're navigating that. Anywho, we have our online community. People have already joined. I'm gonna get ready to go and set up to check everybody in for class, and we'll get to it. It is 5:25. Class starts in 5 minutes. And outside of our online community, none of our in-studio members have made it yet. I know they're coming. It's cold, like snowy, but they will be here any moment now. I had a little upset stomach this morning, so I made some ginger tea. Hopefully that will settle things. Not like nauseous, just unsettled, you know? Anywho, hopefully ginger tea will help with that. And we'll have an amazing class. After sculpt, there is hot Pilates, and then this evening we have warm flow, all levels, heated flow yoga class, and then at 7:30 is Chef's Kiss, one of my favorite classes, restorative yoga. So that is what's on the schedule today. Class has ended. I've already cleaned up the space. We had a few laughs after class this morning, just about wellness and trying to get your partner, your significant other, to focus on moving their bodies. Some jokes about introverts, extroverts. I myself am most certainly an extrovert. We had a couple of no-shows, which I'm not surprised, just because of the weather. We do have a no call, no show policy. So if you don't call, you don't show, there is a fee and a late cancellation, but I will void late cancellations for today and the no show just because of the weather, and things happen, so it's not a big deal. Our online community, they really enjoyed the class. One of the things about a live stream experience is very engaging. So although you're not in the space, you are in the space. If your camera's on, we can see you, you can see us. It's very interactive. The students receive like focused attention, tailored instructions online, just as if they were in the space. So adjusting their body, different postures, movement. If their arms are up, we try to relax the shoulders down. Just depends on what we can see. And some of our students have a 360 camera, if you will. So as they move, the camera moves with them, and so you can really see all of their alignment, their postures, how they're shifting their bodies, which is really good. I am going to prepare to put these items away and set up for hot Pilates. I need to make some lavender towels. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do that now or after class. I need to work out. I didn't work out this morning. Usually 5 a.m. club, right? I work out at about 3:45, 4 in the morning, but I slept in today. I'm focusing on my own wellness, and sleep is one of my #1 priorities this year. So I know it has some extra time, so we'll see if I'll make those lavender towels before or after class. So let's get this cleaned up, or put away, I should say, and set up for hot Pilates. We maintain our props in a storage room. In our prop room, we don't allow students into our prop room for safety. There are a lot of weights in there and different equipment that can be heavy. We don't want weights to drop on someone's foot and they're not really paying attention or even knowing exactly where things are in the prop room. So we ask that if they need something, to let us know. The team will get it for them. Safety is #1. Safety is #1. And of course, we appreciate the help, but we have to stay safe. In today's hot Pilates class, we're utilizing ankle weights and the mini Pilates balls. Sometimes people can be fooled. They'll be tricked by those little ankle weights. They think, oh, it's just a couple of pounds. It's no big deal. It is a big deal. Adding those weights to different Pilates exercises, teaser, single leg stretch, double leg stretch. It gives you a Pilates burn, Pilates trimmer. People usually seem to enjoy the class, so hopefully today won't be any different. We maintain our consent and adjustment coins in a poker chip holder. For our classes, we try to ensure that we place a coin on the no side. That way the student can intentionally turn the coin to yes if they desire hands-on adjustments. If for some reason we're running behind or forget and don't place the coins out, we do not provide any hands-on adjustments. We like to be very intentional and mindful with our students. I was just up front getting ready to get the lavender oil to make the towels when I looked under the desk and saw that we were pretty light on our retail bags. So I said, well, let me go to the storage, get some retail bags out, get these stamped either this morning, before or after class. probably after the lavender towels. Those are kind of priority. We have some bags left, so it's not too bad, but I do need to get these stamped so that when people make a purchase, they can take their item with their bags. I will say most of our students, they have a bag, a yoga bag, and so they'll put their items into the bag and they'll say keep the bag. But on occasion, people do want a bag, so you want to make sure that we have some for them. We have our lavender water combo. We use the, oh, it's over here. I'll have to show y'all later. I believe it's called the Now brand, 100% lavender oil. And you can make your own lavender towels at home. All you need, lavender, water. You decide the concentration of lavender to oil for your own preference. Submerge your towels, roll them up, squeeze, 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 make sure they're nice and tight. Put them in your own container, put them in the refrigerator. So we have a lot of towels. Yes, we do. Submerge, submerge. A lot of towels. I don't know if I'm actually going to do all these towels because I do need to go home. My husband's back went out this week, so I gotta go home before class and make sure that he's good, that our kiddo is good. They're out because of the snow day, and take our dog out because he is not able to do that right now, so. Entrepreneur life, wife life, mom life, all of the things. It's reality though, right? We wear many hats as people. Yeah. And you can use whatever towels that you want for your lavender towels. These are from Jade Yoga. I believe these are their hand towels. I will say if you choose to order towels or even buy them from your local Target, Walmart, Williams Sonoma, whatever your store is, JCPenney, be sure if they have any type of dye to wash them beforehand. Wash your towels before you use them. Also, you want to make sure that you squeeze as much water out of the towels as you can and ensure that the top is on the container securely and that your refrigerator is closed. That way, there's not any extra moisture that gets inside of your container. Your towels remain fresh. Yes. I've gone to a yoga studio before that used like cold rocks, and it was kind of neat, but it didn't really cool me off after a heated class, right? So they weren't my preference, but I thought it was something nice. And that may be something that you want to implement at your house for your own home practice. Is trying some stones, you know? Maybe you have a favorite quartz that you like, or several favorite stones. You can always chill them in your refrigerator. But as you can see, I am squeezing as much water out as I can because I do not want to have extra moisture, and I don't want there to be any like moldy or old wet scent that can occur. Like, for instance, if you've ever washed your laundry, right, and you left it in the washer for a couple days, and you're like, man, I just washed these. It's like, oh, I should have went ahead and dried them, right? Same concept. So we don't want there to be any odor. Now, I will say it's happened before, y'all, so we are very cognizant and intentional with making the lavender towels and ensuring that the tops are on the containers and that the refrigerator door is completely closed. Everybody loves lavender towels. If you've gone to a yoga class before or hot Pilates class, tell me in the comments what your thoughts were on a lavender towel. I think some places may use like chamomile, something very relaxing, similar to lavender. Or if you have a different oil that you prefer to use, let me know. Comment for me. Oh, this has to be rewashed. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is a bolster cover. I was looking for this. I was putting the remainder of the laundry away a couple days ago, and it was in here with the towels. Now it's wet with lavender, so we'll just put it with the other laundry to be washed. So our laundry's kind of light this week because of the storm. Like, we didn't have class Tuesday night. We didn't have class yesterday. Usually Mondays and Wednesdays are heavy class days. I think we had 5 classes on Monday, and on Wednesdays we usually have 5 or 6 classes. I can't remember, at least 5 classes. I think it might be 6 though, as I'm thinking. No, it is 6 classes because we have a 5:30 on Wednesdays. Tomorrow is Friday, and Friday we don't usually have 5:30 a.m. classes, but we are having a pop-up Hero Pilates class. So people seem to really enjoy our Hero class. And Sunday we're offering Hero Pilates, and it is at capacity. Sometimes classes are at capacity, but I tell people, join the wait list. You know, people cancel all the time, right? People cancel. Life happens, things happen. And our cancellation policy is pretty lenient here. People have 61 minutes to cancel before they have a late fee that's assessed to their account, right? And when they hit cancel, they receive a notification that, hey, this is a late cancel. Your account will have a $7 late fee. So they acknowledge that. So it's not like a surprise. For a long time, we didn't have a late cancellation policy. We didn't have a no call, no show policy. And what was happening, it was impacting other people's ability to register for classes, because we're a small boutique studio. We're not your LA Fitness, your Gold's Gym, the 24-hour fitness, anytime fitness that can have, 50 people in a class, right? It's just a different experience here. So people now understand that, hey, I can't make it. It impacts others' ability to attend. Let me cancel. And like I said, our cancellation policy, 61 minutes. And no call, no show is just what it is, no call, no show. However, extraneous circumstances do occur. So people let us know, hey, I was in a car accident, or my mom was sick. We understand, like, we're human, things happen. But for the day-to-day, oh my gosh, I didn't feel like coming, that impacts other people's ability to attend, who might be on the wait list. So we ask people to please cancel if you can't make it. I don't know about you, but I know some boutique studios or fitness organizations, businesses have like a 24-hour or a 12-hour policy. And when you live in a metropolitan area, like, we're in the suburbs of Atlanta, so a lot of people work in the city, but the traffic can be so bad. They're like, I think I'm gonna make it, and then it's like, class is at 6 p.m. and it's 4:30. They're like, I'm not gonna make it, so they'll cancel. So we try to be understanding. It's not a all or nothing thing, and we have people that don't know if they're gonna make it to class. So I recommend, it's like, don't sign up, right? Don't sign up. Just call, and you're 45 minutes out. Class is at 6, traffic is open. Hey, I'm gonna make it. Can you sign me up? And even then, our registration for in-studio classes closes 30 minutes before classes begin. Online classes is 15 minutes. And we've had students before who register for the live stream, and they meant to sign up for the online, and they'll just show up. It's like, it's all good, no worries. And vice versa. So it happens. It's like, I meant to sign up for the live stream. Can you flip me over? Sure. And we just void like the late cancellation or whatever, because they intentionally were letting us know, and they made a mistake. People are human. No one is perfect. So we have to have grace for ourselves and for others. So that's my little tidbit on that. Showing compassion is yoga, if you didn't know that. Y'all, it's getting warm in here. Let me see. Whew. He's a 78. I had my eyes assessed in the summertime at Lens Crafters, and that's where I usually get my glasses at. And they don't take my insurance for the glasses, so I took the prescription home, but I have not gone to have the prescription filled with another business, online or otherwise. I need to do that. I need to do that. But yes, it's 78 degrees in here, and it's just going to continue to get warmer. I have, I think, maybe 2 or 3 more towels to complete. And then I'm going to run home, make sure my family is good, my pup is good, and come on back for class. Yep, 2 more to do. It wasn't too bad. One thing, y'all, if you are a small business owner and you begin to grow your company, your organization, try to, every now and again, come back to the basics, right? Make the lavender towels, sweep the floor, clean the toilet. What I noticed as being a business owner and as an employee over the years, I work for multiple health organizations. Sometimes when people move up the chain, if you will, they forget what it's like. And as a healthcare provider, it's easy for those who no longer, or at the bedside seeing patients, assessing, diagnosing. If you're a nurse or respiratory therapist, a PT, like you are providing direct patient care, and you are now like the VP or CEO or CNO, what have you. It's easy to forget what it's like at the bedside for the patients and as a provider, right? So every now and again, come on back down to reality. Small business owners, yeah, you have to think big, right? You can see the forest from the trees, but every now and again, come on back to the studio, to the main floor, see what's going on, how you can directly impact the business, in a day-to-day environment. You see things are crazy? We're out of lavender towels. Make the lavender towels. There's a piece of trash on the floor. Pick it up. Like, be a good human, right? Be a decent person. Okay, off my soapbox. Off my soapbox. Last towel here. We're gonna pour this water out. Put the towels in. And then the container goes in the refrigerator. And then I'm out of here. After I poured out the water, I made sure to dry the container. That way there is 0 extra water in the container. I know that seems over the top, but if you've ever had your laundry to spoil or soil, if you will, you have to wash all that stuff again. The same thing goes for these towels. The last thing I want is to make the lavender towels and to open the container and if there's an odor, you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot give anybody anything that smells bad, like even though they were washed and cleaned. So that's a no-go. Make sure it's nice and sealed, which I think it is. Yep. These are going in the refrigerator and I'm heading home. Alrighty, we'll be back to teach hot Pilates in about an hour. All right, y'all, made it home, took Gracie May out, made sure that my husband is good. Y'all, his back is hurting so bad, he couldn't put his socks on after he got out of the shower. So, of course, I helped him with that. My kiddo wanted some apple juice and sausage biscuits. I made biscuits and some vegan sausage yesterday. So she wanted some jelly. I'm not judging, I like jelly too. I'll show y'all. Sausage biscuits. She said she wanted 2. Is she going to actually eat 2? No. But, hey, we will just see how much she does eat. Because, you know, kiddos, some days they're hungrier than others. And that's just how it is. Yep. Uh-oh.
I totally put 2 tops and 2 bottoms together, so I have to fix that. Did I do it again, y'all? No, there we go. Yep, all right. Sausage biscuits, apple juice. From there, headed back to the studio. Hot Pilates has ended. I've already cleaned up the space and put all of the props away. I went ahead and recorded a few shorts, TikToks, Reels, of course, depending on what you call it on that platform. So shoulder stretches, alternatives to down dog, and arm balance. So 3 of those were recorded. Now I'm gonna get ready to stamp those retail bags, head to our shirt vendor to submit an order, and have some computer work to do. Yeah, I think that's about it. We do have 2 classes this evening, warm flow and restorative yoga. I think I'll go ahead and set up for warm flow before I leave. That way, that's one thing I don't have to do when I return. So yeah, let's go stamp these bags.
Editing Stephanie here. I ultimately did not teach warm flow or restorative yoga. One of my team members was able to fill in. I had some familial things that arose that took priority, and I'm so thankful to have an amazing team who are present, who want to be a part of the community, and will fill in when necessary.
Have some bags in our stamper. I will say I checked and we have 5 extra small bags left. We do have some behind the desk, and we have a ton of our large bags. So I am going to order some small bags today. We use more small bags than large bags, which is why we are nearly out of them. I can't remember where I got this stamp from. It was probably Vistaprint. And I actually need to go on Vistaprint and order some additional items, like print things that we use for marketing content. So it looks like my stamper might be getting low too, or it could be that I'm not pressing hard enough. But it's going to have to work, because this is what we have available. That one's not perfect, but I'm not gonna stress about it. Usually for some things I'm very type A, it has to be nearly perfect, but it's a bag. It's gonna be all right. It's going to have to be okay. Definitely am going to order another stamp. Let me see if I do this on the table, would it be better? Let's see. Yep, user error. I should have put it on the table. Oh well. I'm not going to throw away all these bags. It's just gonna have to be all right. So I think my stamper's fine. I just should have used the table or a hard surface rather than the sofa. All right. We're going to put these things away and head on out. I made it back home from the vendor for our t-shirts. And of course, I'm driving back home. I've already left the vendor's office, and one of our team members said they wanted to change their shirt style. Initially I followed up with them before I went into the office, women's fit. I leave my phone in the car, I'm driving away, and I look, oh, they want unisex. So I've already left, I'm not going back. I am going to send an email to Donnie, and hopefully we can switch it over. If not, they'll just have to go with the women's fit, because that's what they told me before I went into the office. So I just finished the email to our shirt vendor,
and I'm going to hit the send. Boom, hit send. And I told my team member that if the shirt can be changed, we'll do it. If it's too late, then it's too late. And they said they were okay with that. So we're gonna just have to roll with it. I have a few more emails and computer tasks to complete. And then it'll be lunchtime. I think I'm going to try to run on the treadmill for a few minutes as well, because I did not run this morning before class. So self-care is important. I am supposed to run 3 to 4 miles today. So let me go ahead and knock that out. I made time for my run. 3 miles check, done. Self-care is self-preservation. I am home. I ran just over 3 miles, took a shower, ate lunch. I don't know if y'all know that brand. I think it's called Amy's. They have this cheesy kale bake. I put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. It was delicious. Now I'm working on some email replies. Yesterday was Wellness Wednesday. We send out, we meaning I. If you're a small business owner, you know, we usually means you, but my team helps as well sometimes. But yesterday we sent out our Wellness Wednesday newsletter email, if you will, and we are snowed in down here in Georgia. So it was 7, I think it was called, the email title was Snowed In, 7 Cozy Wellness Hacks to Boost Your Mood Today. And we got a couple of responses. I was pretty excited. I'm going to share with y'all the 7 hacks. Cozy up with a hot beverage and mindful breathing. And of course, under each topic or suggestion hack, there's like a little mini paragraph, like 1 or 2 sentences. Gentle stretching or yoga, indoor nature break, cook or bake a nourishing meal, unplug and relax with a good book or journal, create a spa-like experience at home, virtual connection like FaceTime, WhatsApp with friends, if you kind of need that. And this one reply was said, such a thoughtful and kind piece. So I'm responding back to her now, just thanking her for her kind words, y'all. I appreciate when anybody replies back to the newsletters, or if they'll send a message on Instagram, on Facebook, the Google reviews that we get for our studio. It just makes my heart happy. As a small business owner, whether you're a small business owner or if you have friends or family, you know how when customers, clients share their experience, or they share their heart with you about your product, your services, how much you appreciate it. It means the world to a small business owner. So, you know, her stating that she appreciated the letter, I am grateful. Here is the second email response. It said, good morning, Stephanie. I tried the indoor nature break and thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to cozy up with a warm lemon tea today and do some mindful breathing. Thanks for all that you do. Oh my gosh. It just means the world to me, y'all. Just, 1 or 2 responses. I think our email list goes out to well over 1,000 people. We have a pretty good open rate, about between 40 to 45%. I think the average is maybe 10 to 12%. So super grateful that people actually open our emails and read them. So I'm going to reply to her now. I have finished all of my emails, all of my paperwork tasks. I do have to call my insurance company. So I'll do that in a few minutes. I think there's a bill I need to pay. Excuse me. But I can't log into the platform to pay it. So then I send an email. Then I received the email back with a phone number to call. So I'm going to call that number and see what I need to do so I can pay this bill. Because I couldn't do it independently. And we're going to get ready to wrap up the video. But I wanted to share something with y'all. I'm reading this book, The Let Them Theory, by Mel Robbins. I don't know if y'all can see it. I am 50% done with this book, and it is so powerful. Oh my gosh, it is so powerful. I recommend that you read this book. I shared this with our meditation class last week. I've been sharing it all over social. It is such a good book. And last night I was walking on my treadmill, and let me go to the section, chapter 10, how to make comparison your teacher. And in the text, Mel gave this example about her friend Molly, who is an interior designer. And Molly had been thinking about updating her website, posting on social, and she just hadn't taken action, right? And so a neighborhood mom started posting on social media like little things in her home and starting an interior design business. And it made Mel's friend just feel uncomfortable. She was unhappy about it. And the thought process of she's going to steal my clients, things like that. And then the friend asked Mel, what do you think I should do? And the whole context is, let them show you that it's possible. I'll share something with you all. Social media. Oh my gosh, social media can be wonderful at times, and it can be draining. As a small business owner who has a full-time job in addition to having a family, I have a husband and a daughter, and I have a small business. And it's not like an online business only. Online businesses are super busy as well, but I have a brick and mortar business, which requires so much attention and time. And everybody's online and saying, you got to do the shorts, the TikToks, the reels, the long form content. And it's trying to figure out, when can I record these videos? Is it going to be something entertaining? Is it going to be something informative? Is it something lighthearted? And trying to plan out what to film, what's going to provide engagement, what will lead to a conversion. And then you have to go back and look at all of the data, right? All of the data. Okay, this performed well, this didn't. And it can just be a lot, y'all. And last year, I've been so consistent. Every week we have had a video on YouTube. That was my commitment in 2024, was to upload at least one video, long form video every week in 2024. And we did that. So super excited. Our channel grew from, I guess, like 90 subscribers to over 400. We're at 430 as of today. But who knows, people do unsubscribe. So don't unsubscribe, subscribe, share, follow, all the things. But my goal this year is for us to reach at least 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And I want to be more intentional with my shorts, the short form content. I feel that we're very intentional with our long form content. But I know a lot of people have short attention spans. So they're watching the 20-second videos, the 60-second. I think some of the videos now can be 90 to 3 minutes, depending on what platform you're on. So just being intentional with that short form content and deciding on when I can film, when my team can film. And so it's not, so hard. And so we don't hate it. Like, it should be enjoyable. It should add value to our clients, our students. So I needed to read this. Let them, what was it? What chapter did I tell you it was? Was it chapter 10? No, it wasn't. I think I'm on chapter 10 now. Oh my gosh. How to make comparison your teacher. Yes. And I'm commenting on this because periodically other yoga Pilates studios pops up on social media, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to be doing that. Why am I not doing that? I don't have time for this, and this looks better. And I get in my head a lot when I should just do it. It's not going to be perfect. I know it's not going to be perfect. You know it's not going to be perfect. But the fact of the matter is, I'm showing up. My team is showing up. And for me, that's good enough. And over time, it'll get a little bit better, and a little bit better, and a little bit better. My number one goal is to help people. That's what we're here for, to help. And if we can help one person, then we're doing what we're supposed to do. With that, I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. Thank y'all so much for watching, for joining in.
Please be sure to like, subscribe, share the channel with a friend. And as y'all know, every Sunday we have a new wellness video for you to follow along with. And my hope is that eventually we'll have 2 videos every week. Maybe it'll be a vlog, mini vlog. Maybe it'll be 2 classes. We're going to move towards that, but it has to be at a consistent pace so that it's not overwhelming. Thank y'all so much for watching again. Have an amazing day. Y'all go be great.